You're lying. Beats alternatives, I reckon. Well, I could argue with that. We're going to have to listen to the truck idling and me hitting the accelerator. Been sitting there a little while. The unit back there had been running. For some reason, it pulled them batteries down a lot more than normal. Luckily, it's not a real hot night. And yes, I'm talking to myself. There ain't nobody in here. No. I'm good with that. I'll turn that down. There's a couple of you coming in. Who we got? Howdy, howdy. Thanks for the thumbs up. Oh, I hope he ain't too noisy over there. Kurt, what's going on? Welcome aboard. I'll put the other window down. It might not be so noisy. Got a truck parked right here with his motor right beside my door. That was kind of rude of him. What's going on with you, Kurt? Talk to me. You done came in. You might as well talk. Don't get bashful. Raining there too, huh? Talking to a buddy of mine out in Idaho. He said it was raining out over there a couple hours ago. Kale, what's going on with you? Am I pronouncing that right, Kale? Or is it Cal? 3 days straight, oh boy. Cool. Jay, what's up, you old dog? Have you made a recovery yet? Okay, I don't know. I'd call kale a vegetable now. You're reaching out to Jason. Who's Jason? Do any of y'all know somebody named Jason? I had one used to show up all the time as the first one. Dylan, what's going on? Good and dry in Dakota. Well, cool beans. It's just barely sprinkling here right now. I've been in and out of that all day. Running the back roads. Oh, I'm 1.1 miles away from my delivery in the morning. I missed being able to deliver there today by a half hour. Don't blame the ads. Oh no. Reaching for my cigarettes over there and they're in my pocket. I just did a pretty long video, phone conversation video with Carlos. You'll probably get it tomorrow. So, I don't know how long that rascal went. It went and cut off. Then we shot the bull for about 45 minutes while it uploaded. Then we did just a few minutes short roundup to wrap it all up. I think you'll like it. Anyway, I enjoyed it. No, I ain't dodging the coops. Although I'll tell you what, Fort Smith today, I first rode by there, and the other side, there must have been 8 or 10 DOT cars over there, and a school bus. I said, oh my goodness. I thought about dodging them. I got those two kicked off, came back and had to ride right by, but that green bug up there went off and said I could ride by, so I did. They hadn't started playing yet, but it looked like classroom to me. So I imagine after I got past there, not long after that, they probably got playing pretty serious. You know how them students are, all gung-ho to find something wrong. And I bet you DOT tells them students same thing that we say. They can find something on a brand new truck. So, but I made it by there. That was the only scale house I had to go by today. No, I did. I went by one other one in Texas, which is a little side one, a small one. Can you hear me okay over the truck island? Yeah, buddy. Cool. What scares you, Jay? Them little beepers on the windshield? Them rascals keep you out of a lot of scale houses. Our company just got them. We didn't have them. We haul dedicated freight from our yard, which is brake drums for big trucks. And then we get broker loads to take us back up by the yard. That's what I've had today with brake drums. Which a lot of times we was having to tailgate them. That means they put one of them pallet jacks in there that you jack up. Each pallet weighs an average of 1 ton, 2,000 pounds. And sometimes that can get pretty hard on an old fat man trying to get them to the back doors. Especially when it's 110 degrees outside and you're in one of these metal boxes. It gets up there to 150, 160, it gets hot. The company that we haul for just changed the pricing on how much they charge for us to help. I don't know that they changed how much they pay us, but Carlos, what's up? I'm just bad-mouthing you. But they changed the price that they charge for the driver to tailgate, and now a bunch of them are wanting to get in there and do it themselves. I'm good with that. I'm too old and fat to be up there wrestling a ton around at a time. And see, if you do a whole load of these, you wind up moving about 20 ton or more. That's a lot. Well, somebody had to. I didn't figure you'd get on there and be honest and badmouth yourself. That other one uploaded real quick. I just tell them we did that video. I gave my son a quick call. He's watching some lecture and then he's got to do a report on it by midnight. I told him no hurry on that video. Do it tomorrow. He said, I might do it before I go to bed. I said, don't hurry. It'll go up probably tomorrow. I told them I enjoyed it. I hope they did. Let a little smoke out and then I'll put the window back up. What up, Rooster Cruiser? I've been called a lot of things, but now that's kind of cool. No, that's a new one on me. The Truther. Oh. This was a DOT school bus. It was painted all white for Arkansas. And they had a bunch of DOT students in that scale house. So they was going to be out there doing that fun stuff. Well, me too, Rooster Cruiser. Welcome to the live feed. You might get picked on here. You gotta watch Carlos. He's bad about picking on people. No, I couldn't tell it all. I would hate to do a live stream with you and Jim Dunn. I wouldn't get to say a damn thing. Well, that's a good thing they show up at them schoolyards. Alright, now I don't want to... Cowboy, what's up? I like that, Carlos. Department of Ticketing. Rolling cash box. We have several truckers in here, Rooster. These live chats are becoming a pretty good community. If you can catch enough of them, you'll get to know some of the regulars come in. And we pick at each other just like we used to do on the CB. It's all in good fun. So if somebody starts picking on you, don't get your feelings hurt. Just throw it right back at them. Oh, goodness. Me and Carlos covered a pretty wide variety of subjects. No, you didn't. You did a good job. You did a good job. The way we tag teamed the subjects, you did good, brother. 12 years. Well, you're almost dry behind the ears. Carlos got 21 and I got over 25. Junior. Carlos, he's a rookie. Thinking he's doing something. We might have to educate him. Jay, you're past learning, man. You done forgot what you learned 40 years ago when you came out. Trucker D. Well, that's cool. Well, thank you, Rooster. That's a compliment, brother. Now, I'm glad you made a live stream. I've been getting into the live streams, I ain't gonna lie. I've cut way back on my regular videos, which a few of my subscribers ain't crazy about. Jim Dunn! Now, Jim, you told me you had tough skin there, big boy. And did you hear your wife giggling? She liked that comment. I don't know if any of them are or not. Brandon and them come in. They might be. I'm not sure. Right? Wait a minute. He might like A1 sauce on his Viennese sausages. As long as he don't mix it with the peanut butter. A1 sauce and peanut butter don't work. Daniel, what's up? 2002, buddy boy. Ain't I getting to be a superstar? Me and Carlos was just talking about that. There's some of these guys that I've been having my channel a lot longer than they have. I'm trying to charge my batteries for the bunk, so I got to start it back up. I didn't tap that throttle quick enough. But I would rather have my 2,000 subscribers of you solid people than to have 5,000 that ain't. So, and Jim, he's been with me a while now. I pick on him something bad, but he is a dedicated subscriber. You can't, dude. I got her phone number now. I can call her whenever I want. And she's got my phone number. You could be in trouble there, big boy. Get on I-10. You know the two best things came out of California? I-10 and me on it. Well, thank you, cowboy. Y'all hit that thumbs up for me. So, I'll be glad to get that video downloaded and added on. Jim, when are you and I going to do the phone call thing? I called you this morning and you didn't answer. What was up with that? That's right. I don't have a problem with Chicago. I know a bunch of y'all do, but I don't. No, you don't, Jay. You've been out of a truck for how long now? Tell the truth. Anthony, what's going on? You're going to have to help me keep Jay in line here. Oh, goodness. In this day and age, they probably got a video. Somebody probably had a smartphone. I know you're still using a flip phone, but that's okay. Well, there was another 16 that you didn't even hear. You just kept going. And actually there, Jim, we talked about your wife. Well, I did. So there. That's okay. I talked about my wife too. I know it, dude. I seen that later this morning. I seen that. Now I'm over here in Longview. And I got that kicked off at Fort Smith and drove right through Little Crack. Can't think the name of where I went over there, but I went somewhere over there. I'd have to look now. I should remember it. Oh, that ain't what I want. This is what I want. Whitehall. That's where I went. Whitehall, Arkansas. Right? Well, I think you said you had a funeral today. My condolences. It don't matter who it was. My condolences. I hate people losing people. But that's the only sure thing in life is death. Even if you expect it, it still hurts. We expected Mama to go. She was going on 82. Uh-huh. All right, who's sending me pictures? Oh, please, stop it. Well, if you run them routes on a regular basis, sooner or later we'll hook up. There once in a while they do send me down to Fort Smith and Little Rock. Sooner or later we'll hook up. I ain't gonna hook up with Carlos because I don't go out there anymore. And evidently he don't come over here no more. And Jim's scared of my wife. He had a chance to hook up with us last week. He's scared that my wife might shoot him. He's a wannabe cowboy and she's a real bred cowgirl. Oh, me, oh my. Talk to me, people. Come on. What do you want to argue about? As we used to say on the radio, you pick the subject and we'll argue about it all night. Tell me what side you want. I'll take the other side. How many of y'all remember that? Oh, dadgum. See, you've been out longer than some of them been in it. I'm going on 13 weeks now. A couple more days and I'll have 14 weeks in. And I about got this stuff figured out after 14 weeks. Right, Rooster, I hear you. I seen one today. It was a 95 International. He called it Bouncing Betty. He was bobtailing. He was one of them power-only units. A little flat top. Boy didn't have much of a sleeper on it. And he had not restored it, so to speak. It was pretty much original. It still looked good. Looked like one of them old white little bitty Walmart trucks. Oh, I need to eat here in a little bit. Take my evening meds. Should have did that while me and Carlos was on the phone. There. Shut the tablet down. Go ahead, break down and give me a tablet. What do them things cost nowadays? Just a simple one to do videos on and upload to YouTube. That one was free. Well, so they said. It cost me a extra phone line. I got me and Grandma both one. Yep. I hear you. Get them on Amazon, huh? I might have an Amazon account. If not, my boy does. Uh-huh. Most of them anymore don't even know the difference between a large car and a big truck. And I've drove both. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Parked right next door to a Sonic. I ain't had a Sonic in a while. Now, just my nightly dose of Grandma and the doctor's nonsense. I hear you. And no, I ain't priced them. The boss buys these little short nose things. I don't even know what it is other than a plastic feeder cart. The iPad, I think that's Apple. I don't do them. I got a little Samsung tablet thing here. Whatever it is, I know it's a Samsung. I can't read what it says on the back. Need to I went in and wiped clean the memory card. The son had put one of them storage card things in there, a big one, and I thought I'd wiped it clean. The way it's been acting like with you and I, Carlos, is that it's only running off the memory of the tablet. So I don't know if I need to format the card again. I thought that's what I told it to do. 160, actually that ain't bad. Well, beard trim I did over a week ago. The haircut I just did when I was at home last time. And I am boxed in where I'm at. Good thing I ain't got to be in a hurry in the morning. I bet all these other yahoos would be gone. And I knew I'd get boxed in when I parked here. Dadgum, you just came out and you're going home already? You didn't answer me on when you wanted to do the video. They've got something lined up where I pick up over around Dallas after I get empty and take it back to the yard. Well, it depends upon the setup, man. It all depends upon who you go with. If you're wanting to be local, I would suggest that you try to get on with like Yellow Freight or somebody. UPS. They do that dedicated back and forth. Yellow, I know they're union, or I'm pretty sure they're union, depends upon where you're at. So union, they are to pay top wages. You'll have to work your way up the chain. UPS used to be union. I don't think they are anymore. Schneider's pretty good, dude. And I would ask them intensely about that Walmart account. I would find out how much drop and hook it is. If it's live unload, Walmart's notorious for eating up your clock sitting there waiting to unload. But if it's a dedicated Walmart, real good chances you're going to drop and hook, turn and burn. So, but yeah, Schneider on any dedicated ain't all bad. I would consider them myself, other than I just live too far away from the city. I'm 50, 60 miles away from anybody. Well, shit, I should say 60 to 80 miles away from anybody's stuff. Yeah, I'll give my 2 cents. It might be worth a plug nickel. If it's no touch freight, What is the tanker gig you're talking about? Without knowing details, I know what way I'd tell you to go. That's very possible, Jim. But it rang through. It rang us 5 times and went to your voicemail, and I hung up. And me and Carlos did talk about Stormy's video from last night. There was a few points that she had made that really touched in on what we was talking about, so I brought it up. There's a lot of good questions you could ask, Cale. You really want to find out what kind of training they're going to give you, how long you need to stay out with a trainer, which they should basically leave that up to the trainer, you and the trainer. You need to find out if your trainer is not teaching you right. Then you need to find out what courses you have to correct that. Go to the phone interview. I opened up a new playlist, something about phone calls with truckers and people affected by the industry, and you need to go listen to that. It's a little long. Go listen to the one with Stone, because we covered some questions that he did ask and covered a few more questions. So let's see here. Trying to find my playlist so I can give them the correct name of that playlist. Bear with me. Oh, that's right. This damn thing don't do it like my other one does. Information from truckers. So go to that information from truckers and look up that video that me and Stone did. That's why we're doing this stuff. Unfortunately, the one Carlos and I just did ain't going to be up in time. And there was some good information in there you can probably pull some questions from. Oh, you'd get in trouble if Stormy can't get a hold of you. Yep. I hear you, Carlos. I don't want nothing that says hazmat on it. Well, now you know how those bonuses, sign-on bonuses work, right? They're not going to just give that to you in cash money. It's going to stretch out over a year or more, possibly 2. So you need to ask them how that bonus is going to pay out. It's going to go by longevity. So don't think you're going to sign on and they're just going to give you $6,000 or $7,000. There you go. Carlos just gave you some questions. $200 per month, is that what they're paying out? Gonna take a long time to pay $7,000. I can tell you now, I would go with the dedicated Walmart if they tell me it's drop and hook. Some of the tanker gigs can get to be a pain in the butt. If you're going to question them about tankers, You need to find out about the washout. Sometimes the lines for them tanker washouts can get to be pretty long. Are they going to pay you for that time for your washouts? Because not only are you just sitting there waiting in line, that clock is still ticking. With a Walmart, it's a little bit more secure if it's dropping hook. Yeah, you'll have a little bit of a line coming in. Chances are you'll get to go through the express line. You won't have to wait with OTR trucks. Chances are you'll go through that express line and go inside, drop, find your empty or whatever, turn around and hook out. Something you can ask them on the Walmart gig is not only is it drop and hook, but ask them what are you supposed to do if there's not a trailer. Normally they want you to bring an empty trailer out with you. There's a lot of times that these receivers don't get the trailers emptied in a timely manner. They use them for storage as a bottom line to it, so they haven't got them empty. Well, now if you can't find it empty, what are you supposed to do, and what does it pay? Always ask, what does it pay? I don't care what they're telling you you're going to do. Washout, what does it pay? If I'm having to run around hunting a trailer, what does it pay? And I tell you now, paying mileage for running around looking for a trailer ain't worth a damn. You might run 5 miles over there, okay, you just made $2. Now you're inside this other company's yard for an hour plus trying to find an empty, because it ain't a matter they're going to just give you a number. That don't happen a whole lot. You're going to have to go in and see every Schneider trailer, get out of your truck, go to the back of that trailer, see if it's sealed. If it ain't sealed, you're going to open the door, make sure it's empty. Then you're going to hook up to it. You better be pre-tripping them too, I tell you that now, because you'll be picking up some trashy trailers. So you're going to tie some money up if it ain't a simple drop and hook. So always, what does it pay? That's what we're all out here for. Now some of them going to try to act like, and some people get embarrassed asking about the money. The company's doing it for money, the shipper's doing it for money, everybody's doing this for money. So are you. So don't be bashful to ask how much. And don't let them put a guilt trip on you about asking how much. Because I guarantee you, whoever you're talking to, the recruiter, they're not in there for free. They're in there for money. And when that clock clicks 5 o'clock, their butt's out of there because they're not getting paid. Well, find out what you're getting paid. You gonna buy me a W9? Well, that's the plan, man. You gotta have a plan. If you're wanting to end up oil field, then yeah, tanker would be the way to go. But now that oil field can be hit and miss. You do realize that, right? Boy, that's the truth, Carlos. And remember those saying, if their lips are moving, they're probably lying. If you're talking to a recruiter, that's probably true. I'm about tired of hitting this damn throttle, too. And if you go asking them for stuff in writing, which I've done to recruiters, their whole thing is, oh, well, it's in the ad. Didn't you read our ad? It's in the ad. That's it in writing. Yep. Well, especially if you're thinking about the oil field, the chances are you're going to go manual, and chances are you're going to get a piece of junk to drive. Not that the company buys junky trucks, just the nature of the beast running out there off-road. You'll be getting some off-road, and don't think that running a tanker on-road is going to have you totally prepared for what you're going to do. It's going to be a whole different animal out there off-road running the oil field. Some of the places you're going to go to, they're going to have a bulldozer and a chain weight or a cable probably. Some of them you have to be towed in and out by a bulldozer because it's just so muddy and nasty and rutted up. Oil field will be a whole new experience for you. Did y'all notice that Jim Dunn didn't try to set up no time? Well, if they train you for oil field, where you live at? I assume Texas area, Oklahoma, that's the main oil field states. If they're training you for oil field, why are you going to jack around with Schneider? Just go ahead and do oil field. Might as well dive in it head first. Young drivers don't listen to nobody. That's part of their problem. They watched Smokey and the Bandit 100 times and then came out here. Oh, goodness. 9 o'clock already, my time. Oh, my 14 hours is up. Easy there, Jim. I have Carlos all over you. I don't know what kind of oil field they got in Ohio. 5 months CDL school. What, you going through a college? Yeah, I knew your moth was a month. You got a month-long moth. That's what I'm saying, Jim. Uh-oh. Tequila makes your clothes fall off, and you're too old for that. Well, cool. Say thank you, Mr. Trump. I worked the oil fields in Oklahoma back in my younger day. was young and stupid back then. It was a lot of hard work. I worked on a derrick. I was on the deck for a little bit, and then I went up in the air and worked the derrick. A lot of drugs and rock and roll back in those days. You know, I can't give you an honest opinion of it other than it was different than today. Just like trucking's different today. We worked 5 12-hour shifts. Then on Saturday, we would move the unit. We was re-drilling old holes that had been plugged up way back in the 30s and 40s. It was fun. It was a lot of partying. And I was young and stupid. I know y'all didn't expect to hear that. I doubt if a lot of them are on drugs anymore. Actually, Stone that's on here, that was one of his previous jobs, was driving around to different rigs and giving a P-test. Money was great. I mean, you couldn't beat it where I was at for the time I was in. Now you got to remember, we're going back to the early 80s. Money was great. That was part of my problem. I spent a lot of that great money on things I shouldn't have. Huh. Well, that's different than what I've been hearing about Schneider. Yeah, I was told they give you about 3 weeks or something in the classroom and on the driving course and whatnot. And then they send you out with a trainer, and I don't know for how long. And people treat you how you allow them to treat them too, people. You got to remember that. If they're treating you like you're stupid, you need to look them dead square in the eye and tell them that ain't acceptable. I'm not stupid, and because your course is messed up, don't put the monkey on my back. Stand up for yourself. You know? What are they going to do? Fire you? It's very doubtful. I've got videos on here about people assuming authority that they don't have, and people talking to you and treating you like they should, and too many drivers allow it to happen. Folks, I'm not one of those. I never have been. JJ, what's up? See, we were just talking about drugs, and JJ's living proof that some people are still on drugs. He got to be on drugs if he thinks he's better than this. Yeah, Carlos, he went in it right off the bat, didn't he? He just came in swinging. I don't know where he got that from. I wouldn't attack him when he come in. See there, Rooster Cruiser? See what I was telling you? You got to have your guard up with this bunch of people. Oh, what are you doing tonight, JJ? Just sitting around being lazy, or you doing something interesting? Cool. They just some cheap old $2 or $3 reading glasses. Right? Oh, little truck talking. Like I would make a comment. Please. We're gonna get your skin thick yet. Being a swamp man, you ought to have alligator skin. Now, I'm still waiting on cooking videos from you and Carlos. My favorite route is the one going home. And there ain't no such thing as best cities. Just which one is worse. And of course, that best and worst is a matter of personal opinion. We all have them. Oh, yeah, right, JJ. You ain't got thick skin. I think you're a snowflake. I think you was melting last night. That's why you couldn't make the comeback. Don't blame me and say I signed off. That's what Carlo was saying earlier. He thought you was a snowflake. Well, that's cool. I hope Dutch Maid works for you. Yeah, Philly can get bad. But see, if you go to Boston, I don't know if it changed. I ain't been up there in a dozen years. Used to be Boston didn't have no street signs. I don't know what in the world happened to them all. But it's kind of hard finding your way around Beantown without street signs. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Gonna try to put it back on me. I came over there how many times? Well, I tell you. And if Carlos uses that excuse, I won't get any videos from him because I ain't going to California unless they hold a gun on me. Actually, up where he's at ain't a bad area. But unfortunately, most of the time, you got to go through the bad area to get up there. From Gay Bay south ain't worth a damn, in my opinion. Traffic's too thick, and that's an anti-trucker state if I ever seen one. Oh, damn it. Matter of fact, Jim, I ain't got any cooking videos from you and Stormy either. And Brandon was talking about making me some videos. What's up with all this? All these empty promises, folks. Actually, Jim and Stormy did put up one. I think that was on the pork chop challenge. I think Stormy did that. Oh, good one, JJ. Did you watch the interview I did with Stormy? She's a sweetheart. I don't know how the hell Jim got with her. Must have been a sympathy marriage. Yeah, don't be scared. You can handle it, Jim. I'll walk you right through it. I'll be holding your hand. You'll be okay. Oh, me, oh, my. All right, folks, don't put me to bed now. I got a little more time to kill. Y'all need to liven up a little bit. Now, I know Carlos is shot out. He was on the phone with me damn near 2 hours. Right? Yeah, that might work on the baby. It ain't gonna work on this baby. Well, what's going on, Hograin? Actually, tomorrow, maybe the day after, there's gonna be a new phone interview. I just did it with Carlos. It's on here. Listen to that. It'll give you a real feel for the industry. Go into my playlist, and there's 2 of them, talking with real truckers or something like that. And so you want to be a trucker. If you'll watch those videos, that's going to give you the truth about trucking. No sugar added, no punches pulled. I just lay it out like it is. In my phone interviews with folks, they lay it out and tell you the truth about how it really is. You ain't gonna get no BS from a recruiter or none of that stuff. They're just telling you the truth. So binge watch on a few of the videos and you'll start getting an idea. And you tell me, or better yet, you tell you if you think you can cut it. And Kel, I know you're joking. Ain't no big deal. I'm thick-skinned. Well, cool. I drive for a little company called Larry Williams Trucking out of Oklahoma. Oh my goodness. I hear you, Carlos. I figured you would be. You got work to do. Annette, what's going on? Well, if you're into the trucking, go to the trucking section. I got a little bit where I preach the word. I talk a little politics. Those are all in their own playlist. So go to the trucking playlist. And that way you'll, now don't get me wrong, if you want to listen to the word, then by all means do. But the trucking videos will tell you about trucking. Well, thank you, and I'm glad you stopped in. Oh no, Carlos, it's not interesting. I got a voicemail from him yesterday where he was serenading me. Trust me, it's not pretty. It should be against the law. I said it before and I'll say it again. I used to wish I could sing. Now I wish Jim could sing. And the hell of it is, he wrote one of my favorite songs, Turn the Page. Now I don't lose my thick skin. I just have my opinions and I stand very strongly by them. What would you today tell young you when you start trucking? Probably to stay out of it, to be honest with you. You don't have a clue the sacrifices as a young person coming into the industry. I lost so much of my kids growing up. It cost me a marriage. It cost me a lot coming into trucking. So, and I was too young and naive to see it and know it. I was romancing the road, making the big bucks. And all the money in the world. I ain't got the money no more. Sure, you can chime in too, brother. It's an open channel. Yeah, and if I was forced to stay in trucking, I'd probably try to figure out a way to go more local. But back then, local was hard to get. There's all kinds of local nowadays. Yeah, I had that blood pressure problem too. I dropped a few pounds. I cut the salt out of my diet. I quit letting everything make me mad. Your temper and anger really shoot your blood pressure up there. So control better what you're eating. Cut out a bunch of carbs. Cut out sugars. Well, are you married there, whole grain? If you're married, this job, this career is hard on a marriage. It's hard on the family. That's a fact, Carlos. Mongo is giving you good advice there. And expediting ain't what it used to be either. I'll tell you that now. Expediting done got wore thin. Well, that's true, JJ, to a degree. Yeah, if y'all are really serious, as soon as this video with Carlos goes up, you need to watch it. I ain't positive what I'll name it, but the name Carlos will show up in it. And like I said, he's got 21 years in different parts of trucking. I got over 25. We covered some real serious subjects about anybody coming into this, and we covered them real good, and we covered them honestly. So if you'll watch that video a time or two, it will start giving you an idea of what you need to do, or what you need to think about, I should say. And you do your own self-evaluation through that video. Well, that sounds good there, Mogul, but don't always work that way out here. No, you don't want to rush into this. You want to do your homework. No, I ain't going to get it up tonight. I am not a computer savvy individual. My oldest son will, it's in 2 parts. So he's going to marry the 2 parts together. And he's working a full-time job. He's got 4 kids, going to college full-time. And he's on the last couple months of his master's. So he's got some serious schoolwork that he's doing. So he's going to attempt to get it ready tonight, but I doubt if it'll get to go up until tomorrow night or tomorrow. We'll see how that works out. And as busy as he is and as much stuff as he does, I don't rush him on this stuff. Just like you shouldn't rush into this. Be patient and wait for the video. It's well worth the wait. In the meantime, go watch the other videos. There's one where I was talking to a rookie, and that's what I called it, talking with a rookie. And that's where I'm talking to Stone. I did one with Nomad. You want to go watch him phone conversation with real truckers. FedEx to make any money at it, and I had a buddy of mine, his parents owned a small fleet of trucks with FedEx. If you go in it as an owner-operator, you stand a chance to make some money, but you have to learn the system. There's 2 things you got to learn is FedEx's system and placement. Placement means you need to know what cities to go to. We call them hubs. They're major hubs. And these are major cities where you know if you go there, you're going to stand a damn good chance of getting out. Detroit used to be a damn good hub because you had all the automotive around there. So you would get a load going up there, and you stood a good chance only sitting around a day or 2 and getting a good load back out. Anymore, Detroit's not a good hub because the automotive ain't there. So you have to learn the work the system and what areas, what loads to accept. That's right, Carlos. Enjoy your evening, Hograin. Kelly, what's up, brother? My brother from another mother. Yep, watch the videos and come back in on the live stream. Now, we joke and carry up and pick at each other, but if y'all come in with serious questions, we'll knock off the horseplay and answer your questions. Then we're going back to the horseplay. Trash hauler, what's going on? I don't know a damn thing, man, and I'm trying to say nothing. $600 hours, wow. Yep, we'll give you all the support we can. If we don't know the real answer, we'll make something up. Yeah, we're on there fussing and cussing, carrying on. Yeah, it does sound expensive. It sounds like another one of them college type deals. But if they're really training them, you know, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about picking your schools. Sound like one of them where they are going to take out a student loan for you that you have to pay back. That sounds like about a 3-month program. Yep, there you go. He just said the same thing. We covered that in his video. Yep. $9,000. Wow. Well, that's a good reason to go with Schneider. But now there's other companies out there that say they'll reimburse the whole thing. But you got to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Kelly, what are you doing tonight, brother? Yeah. We're going to apply that sign-on bonus to it. That's something you need to ask Schneider. Are you going to pay back that $7,000 and still give me the $7,000 sign-on? Yep, exactly, trash hauler, 2 or 3 years. A lot of some tiers. Well, I hope that battery's charging back there. I don't know why it ran down so quick. I get back up in the yard, it flashed the thing saying check the filter. So I might have to have the boys check the filter. Certified driver lumper, right? And see, that's the part that bothers me. Now, this man's talking about investing $9,000 in a school, and he don't even know if he's going to like the industry or not. That's a scary thing. Now you're pretty much committed. I understand that it's a school loan, and you don't have to be a trucker to pay for it. But if you find out you don't like trucking, boy, it's going to be rough on you to go to a 9-to-5 job and still have to pay it back. So you've done got it set up for the school loan and all that is what you're telling me. Well, I think you said you was a single person, so, you know, if nothing, the worst case scenario is you have to tough it out for those 2 to 3 years, however long they're going to take to pay it back or to pay for it. And, you know, if you don't like it, quit in about 3 or 4 years. It's going to take you 3 to 5 years to figure out if it's really for you. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some people come out here. I had one young driver on here. He wasn't out 2 months and figured out it wasn't for him. So, but anyway, Yep, you didn't get to go to school, did you, Kelly? Read the contract, that's right. That's hard to do, Kel. Okay, 3 years. No, I doubt it. Not on a government loan. Because I'm willing to bet they're taking out a student loan on it. Well, cool. If you ain't got a plan, you can't mess it up. So at least you got a plan. And what'd you say? You was in South Dakota, I think? Somebody was on there said they was in South Dakota. I don't know better. I think that truck driver over there messed up. Looks like he pulled off the edge of the road and, oh, you're in Ohio, okay. And if he ain't careful with it raining, he could have issues. Yep. Well, I could go into a little bit on his plan, but I won't. Hush, Papa Joe, hush. Oh, me, oh my, oh my, oh me. Yep, there's a method to the madness. Can't be all wrong. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Mongo, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'll break part of it down for you. Is you're planning on having everything paid off in 3 years. I don't know what you're basing this income off of. But first off, you're not going to make the money that they're lying to you about and telling you you'll make, especially as a rookie. You get through your school and you sign on, whoever you're going on with, you're going to have a few weeks of being out there with a trainer, and you might make $300 a week while you're in training. It's going to cost you over half of that just to eat out here. after you get out of your training and get in a truck, they're going to shortchange you on that because you're a rookie. So you still ain't going to make the money that they promised you. The money they're promising you, you probably won't make for the first year. So that's what you got to take into consideration. So your plan could work, but it might take you 4 years instead of 3. But it's still a plan. And all plans should be made with a plan B. So, and you done got Carlos intrigued. He was supposed to get off here and take a nap. Ryan, what's going on? It ain't been too bad. Yep. Grab the strap. It ain't nothing like it used to be, Jay. You seen that. Just in that one trip out, you got the taste of that one trip under your belt. It ain't nothing like it used to be. That old boy's on gravel. I can't tell if he's on gravel or dirt. But that truck sure is leaning over there. Alright, Kel, thanks for stopping in. Well, that's the whole thing. As long as you're prepared to adjust, you'll be alright. So many people come out here with predetermined notions of what it is and what they're going to make, and then they find out it ain't what they thought it was going to be, and they're not making what they thought they would, and they just get plumb discouraged. If you have a goal in mind and a plan at hand, then adapt and overcome. It's what they taught me in the Marine Corps. So all right, you do that. That's a fact, Carlos. He does sound determined. And I don't want to be discouraging. I really don't. But I do want him to come out with his eyes wide open. Dadgum, we've been on here almost an hour and a half already. See what I mean, Carlos? We get talking, shooting the bull, joking, carrying on, and an hour and a half. Now, how many people is going to watch this for an hour and a half tomorrow with the attention span of today? You said that a half hour ago, Carlos. All right, brother. If you're really leaving this time, be careful. Mongo, if you're renting a house, if that's your route, I'd consider doing what a couple other of my subscribers have done and put their stuff in storage and let the house go. You got a house right here. So take your little times off as you need to, but there's no need in paying rent on an apartment or on a house if you're only going to be there 3 times a year. So think about that. I hear you, Carlos. Hard to go sometimes, ain't it? Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Anthony. Later, Carlos. Love you, brother. Yeah, paid tourists. Right. You get to see the signs going into all the places that you really want to see. And if you learn to work the system, you can make money out here. If you're going to come out here and be brain dead and just hold a steering wheel, you're going to get out of it what you put into it, folks. If you really study the system and learn how to work it, you'll make money. Well, I'm talking about where you live right now, Mongo. Doing it without drama. I don't do drama well. I don't even like drama TV. Oh, that ain't a problem. Oh, grain in today's world, that ain't a hard problem at all. There's a big real estate outfit nationwide. They will take care of your houses, collect your rent, the whole bit. The only thing they don't do worth a damn is go and inspect the houses and make sure they're not tearing them up. Well, if you got a plan, brother. What up, James? I gotta eat a banana. Banana, nanner, nanner. Yep. Got a haircut too. Grandma told me to get a haircut or dog tags. Mitch, what's going on, brother? Yeah, got to commit to the company for 2 years. If you make that choice, you need to stick it out. Which I ain't told them that in this video. I hope they go watch some of the other videos, and I'll tell them plenty of times in those. Well, there you go. Oh, she always gives me love, and she almost likes me. Alright. I'm not a vegan. Beef, it's what's for dinner. I know, James. I didn't say nothing. And he is one determined individual, so let's encourage him. He has a good plan. I'm just afraid there's going to be a few monkey wrenches thrown in the works, but he already knows that, and he's getting ready to adapt over. James, we're talking to Mongo there. He's getting ready to start school, and he has a business plan for coming out trucking, and it ain't wrong. It really ain't. Just trying to give him a little dose of reality on what he's going to deal with to go with it. I'd rather tell y'all the truth about trucking, and you get lucky and find an easy path, than to sugarcoat it and lie to you and tell you how easy it is, and then you find the hard path. No, it's not easy, but he's single, and he's determined, and he got it. If he can pull it off, he's doing good. Exactly. Learn from them and go on. And with what you're saying your bills are, as long as you can pay your minimum on your student loans, you really ain't keep your phone bill paid. You really ain't got a lot to worry about. Well, exactly, James. That's what I was saying earlier. I had youngins at home too. Uh-huh. You got that little diesel in your blood, didn't you? That's what I think, Anthony. Mine? Yeah, he did. Well, there's a lot of them that do that nowadays. Back in my day, we would have had to keep a diary. We was already lying in our logbook, so we didn't lie on the diary. And the coloring book. Longview, Texas. I seriously doubt if they make vacant trucks. But he can create one. Me, of course not. I wouldn't have never lied in a logbook. Right? We fix to start wrapping this up, folks. Getting close to Grandma's bedtime. Yeah, they use diesel, but the saying about it being old dinosaurs, I don't buy into. Yep. They don't really have electric trucks in it yet. They're trying some experimental ones out there. But they don't get very many miles before they got me recharged. All right, James. Good night, bro. Well, appreciate it, whole grain. Hope you learned something from them. But folks, I am going to sign off here and give Grandma a call. Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all being dedicated to the channel. I'm up to 2,002 people now. That's a good deal. Good night, Anthony. Good night, folks. Love y'all. Remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a blessed evening. Good luck to y'all coming into the industry. Good night, Mitch. Yeah, we got to get together on a video sometime, bro.